name's Dan. I'm a member of Left for Dead. I really, whenever I come out and talk to an audience, I always like to say thank you very much, and I really appreciate it. I really do. Because I know sometimes people think, does he really appreciate it? You know? I mean, there's people in the audience that think, hey, no one clapped for me before, when I started my car tonight to come over here, support live comedy, live theater in Rochester. Nobody gave me a hand, Oh, this guy thinks he can come out here and just get a lot of applause before he tells any jokes or anything. Yeah, so that's why I would say I appreciate it. Because, that same person might be thinking, if I applaud for him before he tells any jokes, maybe he gets the wrong idea about life. He starts to think life's a free ride, right? You don't tell any jokes, you don't have to work. You just come out and say, thank you very much, I appreciate it. Tell you, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, nobody does that, man. Nobody thinks that way. But I'm telling you right now, people come up to me after the show. This one lady came up to me after a show and she said, I really appreciate that you say you appreciate it. Because I was in Wegmans the other day and I was getting the kids some Hot Pockets, right? And the Hot Pockets, on the side of the Hot Pockets, it says 100% real cheese. And I'm thinking to myself, what do they want, a big hand because they're using edible ingredients, That's, what are they gonna say, 78% real cheese or almost real cheese? I mean, it's the same way with just little things in life, that's why I always say, thank you very much and I appreciate it, because there's a lot of things in life you don't appreciate. Like, for instance, another good example, and thank God I've got another good example. This would be a very short talk. But my wife was talking to this guy who's standing there, and they were talking about this guy's garden, right? And she says to him, how do you keep the deer out of your garden? And he says, well, I have these balls, and I hang them from a tree, and they have coyote urine in them. Which isn't funny in and of itself, necessarily, but it did give me pause, because my mind goes to, okay, who's harvesting that urine, right? And everybody's nodding like, yeah, that's the thought, really. You're kind of hoping it's not a minimum wage job, because it seems like it could be difficult. Maybe you run a clinic or something. It's better than bringing the coyotes themselves in, obviously. Then you're missing a lot of small pets, and you really have to look at your children a little closer. But anyways, my idea was, why not get some college kids? My first idea was run a clinic for coyotes, and just take some urine from each one of them, blood urine. But who knows if they give it? Who knows if they keep their appointments? That kind of thing. But my idea was to hire some college students, and 2 college students per coyote, right? You wait till the coyote goes to sleep, right? And they prank them. One college student holds the paw of the coyote who's sleeping in the warm water, and the other college student goes to the other end of the coyote and harvests the urine. And if the coyotes wake up, we just get more college students. No big deal. But there is a whole industry of predator urine harvesters, so it's fascinating, should look it up. Well, speaking of deer, and again, that's what I always say, thank you very much, and I appreciate it, because I don't think deer really appreciate much, to be honest with you. I think they can take a lot for granted. They have unless you bring the coyotes in, they have no predators, no natural predators, right? Except Toyotas. They stay out 490, they could live to be 80, And they really expect, food. They just expect food. They expect you to feed them, If things get rough, they expect you to feed them. We had them at our house. They surround the house, and towards the end of the winter, there's not as many bushes out for them to eat and stuff. So, a couple of them came up on the porch. I thought they were going to ring the bell. I come to the door and they're going, "Make me a sandwich." Make me a sandwich. And the other one said, "I'm I'm a vegan. Yeah, we're both vegan. We're both vegan. Make us a sandwich.
Gluten-free.
Gluten-free, right. Okay. So, you know, even deer get cocky, you know. Everybody should really appreciate everything we have, you know. It's a gratitude kind of thing. And deer, like, we are good to deer for the most part. You know, this is a true story I'm going to tell you right now. This is written up in the Democratic Chronicle. It happened about 3 or 4 years ago on 390. This guy who had been overserved at a holiday party was going up 390 and he nicked a deer. He just got his rear end. He didn't hit him hard. He just spun him around and put him on the turf, on the pavement there. So in his joyous Christmas spirit that he had going, he loads the deer into the back seat of his Kia Optima. It's a true story. And he heads for Unity Emergency.
Oh my God.
I'm just telling you the truth. So, midway through, the deer wakes up. So now you got a deer in the back seat who's conscious, a guy in a Kia Optima doing 104 miles an hour, and he passes a Monroe County sheriff. Now imagine the picture, the sheriff's, you know? There's a deer in the back seat, and this guy is really speeding. It's almost like, I gotta catch that guy just to hear what the story is. I'm really curious now. Not so much he's breaking the law, I just have to hear what his thinking was. Anyway, so you're the deer in the back, right? So just imagine yourself, you know, being a deer, and you're in the back seat of this car. You've been scooped up off 390 and put in the back seat of a Kia Optima, and this guy's at the front of the car, and he's driving, and he turns around and says, "Oh, I see you're awake." Don't worry. You've been in an accident. Again, don't worry. We're going to the hospital. I've selected Unity Hospital. I think they've got the best ER care. We could go to Rochester General, but they're more known for their cardiac stuff, you know? So I'm thinking I'm making the right choice here. We go to Strong too, but you know, Strong is like a teaching hospital, and yeah, I never know if I'm getting the doctor or the student. I don't know. I think you deserve the best. So you probably also noticed that there's a policeman behind us, and his lights are on, yeah, and. The good news is, well, you may have also noticed that I've been drinking, yeah? But it really hasn't affected my judgment. Thanks so much for listening. That's coming out. Yes, they were. Good audience. Warmed up now. Great audience.
You know, I don't see many umbrellas. It's raining out, folks. I don't think these people come prepared for this.
No.
I think they're very
They need to come
tempestuous.
prepared to laugh.
It's not
Damn
raining.
it!
Was it raining outside when you came in?
No.
Just a sprinkle.
She says no,
But
he
it
says
could.
yes.
But
Can't believe you people.
The thing is it could rain when they leave, and they just aren't prepared. And then they're wet. They can't go to another fringe show. That's right. So upsetting.
I brought one umbrella.
Or you can borrow this guy's head.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? That is the most prepared
prepared.
man in the
That is
audience.
prepared.
He wore a hat. All right.
This
Oh,
show's
wait,
for
whoa,
you.
whoa, another one back there. Oh, look at it.
An umbrella.
You know what? She's a shoe off. Oh my God. She's total. Oh my God.
All it takes is your one to come for. She's got 3 of them.
I think they're going to be very expensive, but you might be able to buy one from her if it
She
is.
has a triumvirate of umbrellas.
She's amazing. She's a mother.
She's a mother.
You know, I think there are a lot of mothers in this audience. And fathers and fathers.
Yeah.
I know there are sons and daughters.
Being a
I
mother,
would
being a mother is a hell of a profession. Yes, and a career.
It's a
Yes.
profession?
Low-paying career.
What office are you running for?
I don't remember being paid one dime for being a
thin
mother.
dime.
Not one fat dime, not one thin dime, not a dime.
Yes, and it's very rewarding.
But you have a beautiful daughter.
Yes.
Yes.
Even with their wet hair.
He obviously wasn't prepared.
No
Blame it on
umbrella.
Mom.
No umbrella, after her mother.
I brought one.
Yeah.
I didn't open it. I couldn't figure out the Velcro thing.
The Velcro thing.
I think this is an audience that likes Velcro.
Yeah, Velcro.
They're a Velcro-loving audience.
Good.
It's
Velcro.
something you can really stick to.
Yes.
I think they're a show-loving audience too.
I hope so.
Now you are going to stay by my side and you are not running away. I know you're embarrassed to be with me, but you are going to stay by my side and you are going to introduce me to every one of your friends that walks by.
Mom? It's a university position. It's embarrassing.
Ricky, come on, Ricky. You need to, I want to meet your friends. I'm so proud of you and they need to know that I'm proud and I don't want you to get lost. This is a huge university.
I think having my mom right there works against me. I'm trying to get tenure for crying out loud.
And I am trying to help you. Come on, I helped you with your homework. Do you think you would have gotten all those A's if I hadn't?
Okay, they don't care about that, Mom. They don't care about that. They care about my research. They care about all the things that I'm promising to be able to do. They're not looking at Mom or how good the relationship is. That's an assumed thing. Did I hurt your feelings?
No. Ricky, I am here to help you. I will help you with this tenure thing. I will write papers for you. I will do research for you. As a matter of fact, before I came over here, I met this guy and he's right in your field and stuff. I stole a paper out of his briefcase. And I think you might be able to use it because it wasn't published yet.
Mom, this is starting off really bad. I mean, this is day 2 for crying out loud. I mean, what kind of message am I going to be giving?
That you're a loved little boy. I mean, they want someone who's loved. It means that you won't be like a mass murderer or like, picking up the girl students and all that kind of stuff because you love your mom and your mom loves you so much.
Okay. Tell you what.
What?
How about we do kind of like camp and I kind of like write to you every now and then? You okay? Please?
Well, I'll do like camp too. I snuck up and I was in the bushes, had a tent that wasn't too far away, and I would peek in on you. One time I crawled into your bunk and I kissed you goodnight.
Oh,
So sweet.
Mom.
Listen, I want to make sure your office is clean too. I'd like to talk to the lady who's going to be cleaning your office because you do not want, you're very allergic to mold and dust.
Mom.
Ricky?
Mom, you're like setting this stage of like, this is the least developed pre-tenure faculty we have on campus. This guy can't stand on his own 2 feet. He can't take care of himself. How can we rely on him to like teach our students and write grants and get money? I mean, this is really not a good message, Mom.
But they'll know that I'll be there for you.
Well, Leonard. Yes, Crabtree?
I don't think I've ever seen this much rain in the last 16 years.
You're in the pond. Crabtree.
Well, you had to spoil my fun again.
This is a natural body of water. It didn't come from the rain.
And is Is that a natural alligator?
Be careful now. Why don't we circle? Good idea. Very pleased with your progress.
Well,
Okay, we've circled enough now.
I think the alligator's getting dizzy. Why?
I'm taking a short nap right now.
Oh, sure, so I get to do all the work.
That's right, Crabtree.
Oh, what a mentor you are.
I've paid you a lot of bucks to be in the front seat. A little to the left.
Speaking of money, I don't think counterfeit bills will go over real well. I noticed you had Nancy Sinatra on the 10. You know, I'm all for women's rights, but those boots weren't made for that kind of walk.
Yes, but did you see? They didn't even look twice at them. That's the key to counterfeit. They don't look. You can give them, as long as they see the corner, either the 10, the 20, the 100, the 10,000, they don't care.
I think someone would look at the 10,000 a little closer.
Somebody at Wells Fargo, maybe.
Well, we could never count on being in Alabama.
Oh, hey, didn't see that.
Hi.
Yeah. How you doing?
Okay, okay.
Good. Good. That's good. Doing good. Doing good.
Man, I love to watch you work.
Yeah, doing good. Doing good, you know, because cleanliness next to godliness. That's what I always say. And that's good.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. This room's gonna be close to God.
Wow. Oh, get my shoe wet. over
Yeah,
there.
don't worry, yeah, this water's really, well, it's kind of dirty.
I'm dirty now.
Yeah. I had a bad accident earlier this morning, so there's a little blood there, it's not. I probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't. But you just go ahead with what you're doing, right?
Okay, in this heavenly, godly room here now, I'm thinking you picked up a little blood somewhere. Earlier.
Yeah. About 20 minutes ago, the police left them. I don't think it's any problem.
Randy, you haven't told me about this aspect of the work.
No. That's a rare occurrence. We rarely have someone, I don't know, what's a good word, eviscerated, I guess.
Like a ritual, something or other?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh.
You see that show, True Detective, did that thing where they're always moving people around and they had, it was that kind of thing.
And yet you seem very calm.
Well, didn't have money.
Oh yeah, get comfortable, get comfortable. By all means, get comfortable.
All right, Colonia, go ahead.
I understand that this is an umbrella corporation. What I don't understand is the connection between designing wallpaper and obstetrics.
It's a niche market.
And I feel like it's such a tiny, tiny, teeny, tiny, teeny, tiny niche.
Hence the word niche.
For what it's worth, I prefer niche.
your point?
My point is, I was originally put in the wallpaper design area. I was happy there. Now all of a sudden I'm standing in front of a woman. He's akimbo. Thinking, what the heckity heck does this have to do with wallpaper?
Coffee?
Thank you. And I'm expecting you, as my superior officer, to explain it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think it's more than fair.
You have to recognize that as your superior officer, I rely upon the chief marketing officer to be able to answer your question. So,
For what it's worth, I prefer chief marketing officer. And I have found him to be useless. He knows zippo, nothing, zero.
Polonia, everybody knows about your relationship with Frank, okay? I mean, it's not a surprise here that you're already complaining about him.
I don't see any reason to bring that up.
You brought it up! You're the one that's questioning his wisdom. Oh, don't get all dramatic.
You know, sometimes it works. Well, here's the thing. Frank and I are, Splitsville. But I really don't see how our former relationship, as wonderful as it was, has anything to do with my questioning my position, or even that poor woman's position, here at Farnsworth Limited. And it's becoming more and more limited, I think. If we could just at least expand to linoleum.
Polonia, you have no idea what kind of plans Frank has. He's got
For me.
big vision for the company. And
Well,
you play no small part in that vision, I have to say, Polonia.
Really, no small part?
No small part,
Or
Polonia.
no part at all?
No small part.
No small part.
That's right.
Maybe that could mean I play a big part.
It could mean that. Or
Is seat taken?
No, go ahead. Should be here anytime.
Where are you going?
On the bus when it comes.
Me too. Want to sit next to me on the bus?
Have a nice ride.
Oh, man.
You're gambling, man?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I got odds. If the bus doesn't make it here before I get fired.
Okay, yeah, okay, good, yeah. What do you need, 5, 10, what do you need?
I need a bus.
A bus!
Garlic ball? I was so worried about vampires. And I don't worry about them at
Yeah,
all.
I can see why.
you see my secret point?
Dr. Ferndog said this ointment is for sure. This'll work for sure.
Nightmare!
No, thank you.
Could you please stop scratching?
I don't think I can. I have not only terrible eczema, I have kind of a compulsive disorder.
Well, perhaps I'll catch the next bug.
I'm so lonely.
That is such a coincidence. I need to talk to a woman. I have an STD. I like where you placed it, right over your desk. And it looks good. Do you get to keep this office even though you didn't make tenure?
No. They give me 6 months grace period, Mom.
Well, that's nice, honey.
Mom, 6 months, I find another pre-tenure position, 6 more freaking years, where I try to keep you out of the way.
Well, see, no. See, that was the problem. We did it your way this time. And look what happened. This time, we do it my way. I'm next to you, I'm in the office, I'm making sure you're doing your homework.
Mom, I'm a professor. I don't do homework. I grade exams.
You don't
grade-
do the homework, see? That is That's why you didn't get tenure. Did the guy in the desk, the guy you made friends with in the office next door, did he get tenure?
Yeah.
Does he do his homework? Probably. Ricky?
Okay, Mom. all
You
right.
had this exact same problem in 3rd grade. It was exactly the same. You had this attitude. You were like, I'm doing it on my own. We're not redoing 2nd grade. In 2nd grade, you got straight A's. And then from then on, I helped you after 3rd grade. Got your PhD.
Mom, maybe you could be more in the background somehow, Mom. I just
I will
think...
be. Let's make a plan.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
1, do your homework.
Mom,
HW.
Mom, have a seat, please. Please have a seat, Mom. Listen.
Go on, Ricky. Let's do it your way. The way that failed before.
So you're undermining my confidence, Mom? I mean, yeah, you are undermining my confidence.
I am your biggest fan, Ricky.
God, Mom, I know. I need them to be my biggest fan, Mom. I want them to love what I'm doing.
So I am going to become friends with every one of them. I will influence them. But you know what? I think it's too late at this school.
Oh, it's definitely too late for this.
The next school.
The next school.
Can it be in Miami?
As a matter of fact, it's in Manitoba.
Oh.
Why don't you go to Miami? I'll pay for your apartment down there. You can go to Boca. You want a really good place, go to Boca. Okay?
No, I am not that kind of mother. I will not abandon you to the cold of Manitoba. I will make sure that you're wearing boots. I will get you fur-lined boots. I will make friends. Manitoba people like Jews.
So you got all those supplies with the 50?
I did.
Wow, that's good.
Well, crab shank.
You know, maybe you ought to spend some of your money on memory lessons. Leonard.
I changed the 20. Farrah Fawcett's now.
But we gonna do with 600 Twinkies?
Well, I have a Twinkie fetish.
I'm diabetic.
They're not for you, Craig. Craig, whatever.
So I'm gonna starve to death on our next outing to make money.
Well, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I got the Twinkies, I got Farrah Fawcett, I got everything that I need. Water, don't touch me. You know how I feel about being touched.
What is this? This is real money. This is a Ben Franklin on here.
Well, I trade them. I give 2 Farrah Fawcett's for 1 Ben Franklin. That's how it works. And then I go to the store and I get the Twinkies. You can't take a Farrah Fawcett into the store and expect to get Twinkies. They're not dumb down at the Ho-Ho stand.
Hey, Leonard, have a seat. I'm going in the store this time. I'll be right back.
Be careful though. They kind of know who I am. They don't know you.
I know. I'm counting it.
All right, do your thing.
Randy, what the hell?
Hey, we had another incident. I was just, did you open that window? That's sweet. Okay. All right, let's get to work.
I really wish I hadn't taken this job.
Perhaps some amyl nitrate or some nitrous oxide would help. You know what the dentist uses?
Yeah,
I've got a whole canister over here.
okay. What exactly do you do?
We just inhale. And then I tell you a little story about the history of Fulton Enterprises. We were founded on murder. In fact, murder is kind of part of our corporate mission. We make food additives. As you well knew when you took the job, sometimes people like Fred eat the food additives before they're put into the food. So they're so appetizing, that's why you put a food additive into a food, to make it so appetizing that by themselves a food additive is almost irresistible. So people eat food additives with nothing else in their stomach.
Oh, poor Fred.
Yeah, he died almost instantly. But you're going to have to accommodate this kind of attitude where people are driven insane by the food additives that we make.
I'm a little worried. I signed a non-compete clause when I signed up, but there's more places doing this?
No, we've killed the competition.
Madam President,
You want me to sit?
I do. So, tell me, what is your... May I call you Polonia, Madam President? Is that okay?
No, you may not. You may call me Nia.
Nia?
I don't like the Polo part. Reminds me of Frank. You know, he loved to play polo.
It's just heartbreak.
Okay.
Don't mention horses. Were you gonna mention
I was
horses?
not gonna mention horses, Mrs. President.
What do you want?
I wanted to know if you're going to be announcing the new marketing plan this afternoon at the shareholders meeting.
I was thinking about it.
Permission to get a chair.
Get a chair. So demanding.
So,
I was thinking about it,
you were thinking about it.
yes.
I mean, I think moving from a niche market to the entire, the niche market. Moving from a niche market to being a major market player, as you planned, was a brilliant stroke.
Thank you.
Pretty much sacrificing Frank in the process.
Yes, had to be done.
Had to be
I
done.
sent him to the food additive. They're irresistible.
Brilliant stroke, I have to say.
Well, his idea for wallpaper hats and wallpaper diapers, they weren't gonna fly.
No, kites fly.
And the wallpaper kites, maybe.
Maybe.
The diapers, they would be so abrasive.
They suck.
Screaming babies everywhere.
Oh, yes, I know. It's a
It
bad
would be
one.
upsetting.
It would be. I think that the shareholders would probably abandon ship in large numbers with that type of strategy, ma'am.
They would. They would. You have your finger on the pulse.
I am simply following your lead, and I have to say that the pet food industry is a brilliant stroke.
Thank you. Thank you.
People are crazy about their pets.
They are.
And-
They are. I'm crazy about mine.
Yes, yes.
He's an iguana, you know.
I know.
He's so cuddly.
He is
He's got a certain fluffiness to him.
the iguana.
Yeah, you know, not everybody senses it,
No,
but I do.
really.
I do. He was given to me by my nephew and my niece.
Book of the month?
Yes,
You got a book?
I do. My book is about tuning in to your own ideas.
And I got a month?
You have a month to live?
No, I got a month that you can have your book in. That you can-
January?
January.
Okay.
And you can think about what you want to say and what you want to do in January for the Book of the Month Club.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. When you say, you think about, say it again what you said, because I have a terrible memory. I probably shouldn't be hosting a show.
We are here with the man who started the 3 umbrella fad. It is just amazing that you had the idea to bring 3 umbrellas with you whenever it looked like rain.
Actually, I've melded the cores together so that it's a 3-brella. A tri-brella.
The thing is like that a man would come up with such a woman's thing.
We have here Fanny Flarn, author of Flatulence for Fun and Fad.
It all started with being able to do the Star-Spangled Banner with farts.
Today, we're interviewing the woman with the hat. Tell me, ma'am, what made you go to an improv show wearing a hat?
I'm bald.
This is my big chance, Mr. Clinton. Do you blame Hillary's pneumonia and her lack of umbrella sense?
Let me tell you about that. You see, this is all a big plan, you know? I mean, we're talking about the Republicans not understanding the basics of how the government works.
Could you explain that to me?
Today, we're interviewing the woman who introduced the concept of additives to math. Tell me, what caused this brilliant insight into the need for additives in mathematics?
When we realized the importance of salt, paprika, caramel coloring, the various peppers that are available, and we realized those could be coalesced into a lovely mathematical formula. It all came together.
We're here with Captain Kangaroo. Captain, what was in Mr. Green's jeans?
Crabshank, I am just loving that. And I've heard that you built a synagogue.
It's incredible the money that they accept here. But I went to get a pack of bacon, and they didn't have change for 10,000.
No wonder you built a synagogue. I am very impressed. So you work at the universities every other Wednesday.
Well, I try not to go there on Wednesdays, because there's this guy there who's just, his mother follows him. Crazy!
Oh my God, I hate those umbrella mothers. Helicopter. Anyway, listen, so I am very interested in water sports.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
I have a Twinkie fetish.
Oh, no, oh, you need them? Because I'm watching my weight.
Oh,
But go ahead. I love watching people eat. I kind of like get
I kind of like watching your weight.
Frank! Frank! I don't understand what you're doing up here in Manitoba. I came here to get rid of the memories. Get rid of the pain.
There was a major shortage of wallpaper paste.
That's the lamest excuse I've ever heard from you.
All right. Actually, I'm here because they kicked me out of the Boy Scouts for drinking the glue.
Oh, not the glue.
Yeah, it's peppermint flavor. Why did they do that?
All those years in GA. You had so many. You had so many here.
I had it down. They were giving me these coins with Farrah Fawcett on.
That's hard. That's hard.
Well, if you're in the
It was
20
the Brad Bates with Farrah Fawcett. Or the older Ryan O'Neal Farrah Fawcett. Just answer me. I can take it. It was Red Bathing Suit, wasn't it? It was Red Bathing Suit.
Yes.
Did you invite your mother to our wedding?
No, Leonard, I really want to keep her away this time, okay?
Why? A good Jewish mother at our wedding?
I know.
We'll have blintzes or blitzes or whatever.
Leonard, it's not just about the food, okay? I mean, sometimes you just gotta get away. I mean, that's at least half the message that I'm trying to send.
But I wanted to have a Twinkie cake.
Okay, we can do a Twinkie cake, Leonard. Give me another one of those 50s and I'm good. Thank you.
I want to meet your mother so bad. She
Oh,
sounds
God,
so
Leonard.
wonderful.
Oh, God, Leonard.
I've always
You haven't
wanted
got-
to have a mother like her.
No, you haven't.
So Ricky told me about your gayness, and that's okay. I am very liberal. I just need to know. No, it's too personal. He said, do not ask about
Well, you can ask that to me,
circumcision.
Mom. You can ask whatever you want. You're my mother.
Do you have any tattoos?
Well,
Because you can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery if you don't. Even if you do.
I can get it removed.
Would you do that? Oh my God, you
For
were.
Richie, I would.
I called him Ricky, but that's okay.
I have a problem with names.
Because 1 year he had psoriasis and he was itchy. The kids made it was horrible.
I knew that. Way back when I knew that.
All right, so is it you two? You two? You two? Okay. Any
No,
tattoos?
No. That's my
These?
mother-in-law.
It's your mother-in-law. Okay.
They're doing a gay wedding.
Oh, oh,
Are you okay with gay weddings?
oh yeah.
Even if one of them has a tattoo.
Same price. So it's you
Wait,
two?
wait, 1 second.
Is it them?
Oh, the vault, I love it. Oh, here, you two, you're gonna be my son too. Oh my God, I hope you make a lot.
I love her.
Go on.
Okay.
Wait a minute, I'm so sorry. The doctor called. They won't be able to remove the tattoo from that particular niche.
That is our show.